Welcome to the Woke Socialist Podcast. Have you noticed over the past few months that white people on YouTube are no longer talking about Doge? In the first month of the Trump administration, every facet and every entity that housed your information, your personal information, was raided by Elon Musk and people under the age of about 35. But nobody's talking about that anymore. They're complaining about how the algorithms do not match what you look up on YouTube and social media. Let me tell you how this works for someone who looks like me. When I first got on YouTube, every time I turned it on, I got pro-Trump ads. I got Project 2025, propaganda. I got all that shit. I got Turning Point USA to the point where I couldn't even block them off of here. But the strategy that white America uses is using white platforms to alter the content that you see. If you have not noticed, you have more people that are white Americans telling you to like and subscribe to their videos, and that you might not be subscribed, and the algorithms are not working in their favor. How many black videos or minority videos with the same topic and content with people that look like me show up in your algorithms? Think about that for a moment. All this information is out there. And now, the more I look at these white videos that come into my algorithm, the more I see vote blue no matter who. Now, many individuals will tell you this is AIPAC run. This is big business. And I believe that. And I am totally not falling for that okie doke. If you want to continue to understand the truth from people, I don't make any money from making these videos. Not one fucking dime. But if you want to continue to see these videos, the Woke Socialist videos from the John Brown Alliance, please like and subscribe. And you would do better by leaving a comment also, because that builds us up in the algorithms. Right now, we need to stop falling for the white okie doke. And I don't mean white people as a whole. There's just this mantra, this thing going on. I just can't get, with that. Anyway, what I wanted to do was make a post, a video about when I was sick and I saw the White House post, Truth Social, about Barack Obama and Michelle Obama as monkeys. Here is the difference between the generation of Nancy Pelosi, Hillary Clinton, and the true election that was stolen from Bernie Sanders, and us now. We are not dumb enough to even be angry here at the woke socialist. Because, like Maya Angelou said, when people tell you who they are, believe them the first time. I'm not a when they go low, you go high person. Not by any standard. But when I saw that, I didn't have time to comment on the Super Bowl or Unity or any of that bullshit. That's once again a deflection from the black, brown, and red prize, which is equality. However, I will say this to the elected officials who represent us right now, no matter the party, to the judges, to the store workers, to the iron workers, to the construction workers. The question you need to ask yourselves is not how many dollars we're going to give to the next person that's going to fuck us over, but what you can do right now to preserve your family. Now, I am sure for most of you, this is way off of a tangent. But the first socialists that existed in the United States of America were the Native Americans. When they hunted and they gathered and they fished, everyone ate. So if that makes me a terrorist, cool. But where does that leave the rest of you? Your entire being is focused around one or another party. Your existence and your children's existence, is focused around reliance upon white people. Why is that so? When the first people who invaded Turtle Island came from Europe with zero skills of planting, negotiating, speaking the indigenous language. Why is it that these lazy motherfuckers needed to buy people, kidnap them from their land, and send them to another? And as we speak, black people, Jews, Italians, and every other descendant of the most despised immigrants in American history now intend to sanction the same genocide that made this country the paradox it is today. My tax dollars do not pay for this, because I will not pay them. I will not pay my oppressor to oppress me. And you want to talk about monkeys? One of my great, great, great ancestors was a man named Cotton Mather. Yeah, that one. The Salem witch trials. He was responsible for the false imprisonment and execution of people he did not like or opposed his views. Then he turned around and took an African method of immunization that he stole from enslaved black people and used his child as a test dummy. Remind you of anyone? Donald Trump and all the white elites in the United States of America and abroad that tested human trafficking, rape, molestation, impregnation, and murder worldwide on their own white people. So if you want to call Barack Obama and Michelle and any other black person monkeys, I would be proud to join people like them. I would be proud to be called a monkey, because they are greater primates than you will ever be. You have never colonized any place without the help of indigenous people. You would have starved in America if not for the Native Americans. You would not have all these inventions you take credit for if not for black people. And you will not have your fortunes if not for hardworking black, not white Americans, black Americans. Accepting your crumbs in exchange for equality. Let me be clear. The year is 2026. The black female population has now become the most educated in the United States of America. And we don't even need that. We need history. You can call us monkeys. You can take our names off of shit. You can do whatever you want. You can pretend we don't exist. But the thing we have over you is when the money runs out, and I'm talking to you, MAGA, rednecks, the same rich white people that you thought were going to take care of you are going to leave you right in the dust. They are robbing America blind and starving you to death. But you know what? Fuck you, because I don't care. If it took you 600 years to figure this out, then you deserve exactly what you get. I don't give a fuck. And that also goes for Clarence Thomas, the most racist black man in America today, and the greatest white supremacist. Every senator, every governor, every judge, every lawyer, and every congresswoman or man that participates in the continuation of this foolishness will not eat again by our hands. You will not clothe yourselves by our hands. You will have nothing. Because right along with you accepting this bullshit, the American economy is going to crash. And the Great Depression will leave you without goods. Yes, I said it. The Great Depression. And what will come after that is the Second American Revolution. Everything you stole from us, we are going to take back. Protests are great, but that time is over. Lead, follow, or get the fuck out of the way. Because the greatest American treasures and the greatest minds were doged. They were forced out of the Pentagon, forced out of the military, forced out of the government, forced out of every single facet of everything that was America. But the difference between you and I is we're not going to wait for your election. We're going to take advantage of all the greatest people out on the streets of America with the greatest knowledge, the greatest military tactics. And we are going to use that instead of clickbait to save this democracy. The knowledge is not running off at your mouth 25 times a day. The knowledge is out on the streets. In every town, every city, in every state of this union. If you don't get out and get that, good luck with getting paid when the Russians shut down YouTube. But the rest of us, we're going to be here long after you're gone. This is the Woke Socialist Podcast. Have the day that you deserve.